Hello students, welcome to our English class. 1.2 Who's the greatest? In previous English class, we have learnt about Akbar and Birbal. So, before starting the lesson, I would like to revise what you have learnt in previous English class. The lesson Who's the Greatest deals with a story of Akbar and Birbal. Emperor Akbar was one of the greatest rulers in the world. Moreover, he was also a good human being. He had great respect for scholars, writers, poets, and artists of various religions. Birbal was his favorite among the 9 gems or Navratnas in his court because he was usually the one to come up with witty answers. Witty answers means funny and smart answers. Now let's revise the first story. One day, Emperor Akbar asked his courtiers as to what punishment should be given to the person who pulls his moustache. This question surprised some courtiers and left some disturbed. Only Birbal was witnessing the scene calmly and had a smile on his lips. Suddenly, Akbar asked the same question to Birbal, to which he cleverly replied that the offender should be given his favorite sweets. The courtiers were confused on hearing Birbal's reply. Birbal explained that it could only be the emperor's grandson who would have the courage to pull his moustache. Upon hearing this, Emperor Akbar burst out laughing as the exact incident had taken place earlier that day. Let's begin with the second story. On another occasion means a particular event or time at which it takes place. Akbar was relaxing with some of his courtiers. Relaxing means he was resting. A few of them thought this was a good opportunity. Opportunity means a chance to shower praise. Praise means to admire somebody on the emperor and get some favors from him. Favors means to get their work done with king's approval and kind of buttering him to have their wishes fulfilled. So, in this passage, Akbar and his courtiers were sitting and relaxing. So, the courtiers came up with an idea of praising the emperor so that he will be happy with praises. He will be offering them with the some favors. Favors means, as I told you, to get their work done with king's approval and kind of buttering him to have their wishes fulfilled. For example, when you enter the school premises, you always think that you should be liked by everyone. Especially, you should be the most favorite student of a teacher among all the students in the school. So you start finding the opportunity to get the teacher's favor by praising teacher about her dress or teaching style, etc. So that teacher will make you class representative or monitor and give you some work and so on. So here in this incident, few courtiers also thought like you to praise the king and get his favor. So the courtiers began to say that they started praising Akbar, you are the greatest of the kings. You are the greatest, you are extraordinary king. You are the greatest of the kings or emperors that ever lived on the earth. So they started comparing the king with the other kings or the emperors that ever lived on the earth. You are the greatest of all the people in heaven or earth. You are as great as God Almighty. You are greater than the God Almighty. Now Akbar was no fool. He did not care for false praise. He stopped the courtiers and asked, "Do you all believe so?" "Yes," they answered in one voice. You are the greatest of all the people in heaven or earth. Means what? So, in the whole universe, there is no one like you. You are as great as God Almighty. You are greater than the God Almighty. Now, they started comparing the emperor with God Almighty. Now, Akbar was no fool. He was not a silly person to believe. He did not care for false praise. He stopped the courtiers and asked, "Do you all believe so?" "Yes," they answered in one voice. So they all were kept on praising and started comparing him with God Almighty. Akbar was a man who grounded to the earth. Grounded to the earth means he was a sensible person. So he did not like when he was compared to the God, because no one can be God. No one can take his place. And he knew that courtiers wanted the emperor to favor them. So he cross questioned them. He stopped the courtiers and asked, "Do you all believe so?" "Yes," they answered in one voice. What did they answer? They said, "Yes, we all believe that you are greater than the God Almighty." All right, then prove it to me. Prove means to make it clear that something is or is not true. Tell me at least one thing that I can do, but God Almighty will not be able to do. Otherwise, you will all incur our royal displeasure. Incur royal displeasure means make me angry. You have till tomorrow morning to prove it. Akbar then left without another look at the courtiers. They were in a proper fix. In a proper fix means they were now in a difficult situation. They thought and thought but couldn't think of any such thing. In the end, they went to Birbal. When Birbal heard their story, he told them not to worry. So, in this passage, Emperor asks the courtiers to prove that he is greater than the God Almighty. So, the Emperor asks them to prove it so that if they think that the Emperor is next to God Almighty, so then they should prove it. If they won't be able to do that, then the Emperor would be right in his thoughts that they all were lying just to please the Emperor, and he will incur royal displeasure. Incur royal displeasure means what? He will be angry. Then, and he gave them a timing to prove it till the next morning. Then the emperor left the place. Now these all courtiers were very scared. The all courtiers were sitting still in their own positions, and they were now in confusion. that how can they prove that they were right and Akbar is equal to God Almighty, and that too until next morning. So they remembered Birbal. They all went to Birbal and asked him for a solution. So Birbal came with a solution and he said that he consoled them. He told them that not to worry, I will find the solution till tomorrow morning. The next morning, the court was full. Everyone was curious. Curious means eager to see what would happen next. They all were eager to see what would happen next. Well, said the emperor, have you found a good answer to my question, or are you ready to leave the court forever? Emperor, he gave them a choice. He gave them a choice to the courtiers, and he said that either you will answer me, you will answer to my question, or you will leave the court forever. Just then, Birbal stepped forward. He came front, okay, and bowed low. Bowed low means to bend. This is the sign showing respect. Please don't be angry with those who think you are the greatest. There is certainly means surely, at least one thing that you can do, but the God Almighty cannot. So now everyone was curious to know that what would happen with courtiers. So the emperor came up and he said, I hope that you all must have found the answer, or are you ready to leave the court forever? So just then Birbal stepped forward and bowed low. He greeted the king by bowing, and he said, please don't be angry. Those who think that you are the greatest than God Almighty. There is surely at least one thing that you can do, but the God Almighty cannot. Birbal started saying that, please don't punish the courtiers who are comparing you with God Almighty. There is one thing that God Almighty won't able to do, but you can do. See students, in this picture we can see that Birbal is explaining to the Emperor Akbar that there is at least one thing that you can do but God Almighty cannot. So students, let's see what's that one thing. Akbar looked at Birbal thoughtfully. He started thinking, and what is that one thing? When you want to punish someone, you can banish. Banish means send someone away from the kingdom. That person. You can throw him out of your kingdom. But God's kingdom extends everywhere. The Almighty cannot banish anyone from his kingdom. Akbar's face was lit up with a smile. That was very clever, Birbal. So, Akbar was shocked with the answer. He again wanted some explanation. So, Birbal went further and said, when you want to punish someone, you can banish that person. You can throw him out of your kingdom. But God's kingdom extends everywhere. The Almighty cannot banish anyone from his kingdom. Means what? So Birbal said, if you want to punish someone, you can send that person out of your kingdom. But God Almighty is so generous. He has created all human beings, so He cannot punish any one of them. And the entire world is His kingdom. So He cannot throw out anyone from His kingdom. Then Akbar's face was lit up with a smile. That was very clever, Birbal. He again praised Birbal for his clever answer. While showing how I have an advantage. You have also shown that God is greater, I believe you. Birbal again proved himself quite clever. He also made Emperor realize and made others realize that Akbar should not make bad use of his power. Since God has created all human beings and we all live in his kingdom, so he never banishes anyone from his kingdom. Similarly, the king is the god or caretaker of all his empire. So he should also not banish or throw anyone away from his kingdom and take care of all his empire. Let's see the last line of the lesson. Akbar was so pleased, he was very happy with the answer that he forgave the courtiers for their stupidity. So that's how Akbar was so pleased with the answer that he forgave all his courtiers for their foolishness. So, children, what we learned in the second story? So, this story is about the challenges Akbar posed to his courtiers, who showered him with the false praises and called him greater than the God Almighty. He told the courtiers to tell him at least one thing he could do, but God Almighty would not be able to do. Here, Birbal came to the courtier's rescue. He said, when you want to punish someone, you can banish that person. You throw him out of your kingdom. But God's kingdom extends everywhere. The Almighty cannot banish anyone from his kingdom. Akbar was pleased with the answer and he forgave all the courtiers. So now students, you all are expected to read this lesson twice, two times. Okay? Thank you.